Welcome back to LDB Games. I'm Lord Darthbawlz, and in this Raid Shadow Legends video, I'm going to go through the 2 keys you need to beat ASTRANYX. This should be a relatively quick video. I have a number of videos about ASTRANYX already. You can find them on my channel. I'll link to one of them up above for you. But the reason I'm putting this one together is because I found this stage in the Cursed City, P7. And what's cool is the type requirements over here, the conditions, attack and support. This is pretty much exactly what you need for this fight. So you can look at what I got here. It's really not much. There's 2 types of champions you need to bring into this fight. Speed boosters and glass cannons. Okay, if you bring in somebody with some serious defensive stats, it's going to be impossible to take out. If you bring someone with high damage and low defense and HP, it's going to be an easier job to finish. So I recorded this run when I beat it the first time. I'm going to pin that to the end of this video so you can see it. You can watch it if you want. But basically, the way this works is my Arbiter boosts everyone's turn meter, making sure that my ASTRANYX gets a turn before the enemy Arbiter, right? Then my ASTRANYX puts an increased speed out on everybody, making sure that even though the Arbiter and ASTRANYX will jump in, my other 3 damage dealers will get to go first. And because, 1, they do enough damage, and 2, this whole team is just a series of glass cannons and weak support champions, I clean up the enemy team before I take a hit. And just to show you, like, these guys aren't built crazy. Sure, my Arbiter is definitely built crazy. She's my primary speed lead in the arena, so she's running 360. And she's actually got some pretty decent survival here. It doesn't really do her much good in this fight, which is a good thing for me, right? ASTRANYX really only built with halfway decent resistance and enough accuracy to do the job. This one, I mean, she's pretty fast too, but this one, ASTRANYX, is relatively easy, so it's a really good place to showcase the strategy, the key strategy around beating this boss. And then, listen, there were some options here I could choose from. I decided to go with Yakarl. He is attack-based. I've got him in Savage and Speed. He's actually running pretty slow. 4K attack, 208 crit damage, nothing crazy here. I bring him in as primarily a damage dealer, but also because he's got some control. He can do an AoE freeze if I don't take out my enemies. He can steal some turn meter, get me going faster than ASTRANYX. He's got some cool mechanics, generally speaking, but big on ignore. Well, that's a freeze, but that's why I put him in Savage, right? So his damage can just ignore defense. I bring in Bellinor, another attack champion, running a little bit faster, right? And actually has some decent crit damage, closing up on 300 there with 3,500 attack and enough accuracy. And I bring him in just so that I have decreased defense and weaken on top of the damage that he does. Overkill can actually be a pretty useful skill in this, and he can hit decently hard. And then the third one that I bring in is an epic, right? I bring in Genbo the Dishonored. I love this guy. This guy's actually a really well made, like, designed arena nuker. So I've got him about 200 speed. He doesn't have 100% crit rate. That's interesting. 305 defense. Why doesn't he have 100% crit rate? Does he get... He buffs himself. Duh. So he does nail 100% crit rate after he uses his A3. And he's got an AoE. He can also decrease duration of all buffs, which can help take the veil off of the boss pretty quickly and take down the buffs that my team puts up. But you can see it's not crazy. Yeah, these are all void. They're all, I mean, you know, Arbiter's a free champ. ASTRANYX is now one of those promo codes for new players. I think Yakarl was a fusion. Genbo was a free champ with Amazon Prime. It was like right when I started playing too. And Bellinor was just a nice one to bring in. But the reality is like you can bring in Jingle Hunter, you can bring in Royal Guard, you can bring in Oboro, you can even bring in Farrakhan the Fat. You really just want to make sure you kill him before he gets his turn against you, because that ally attack can hurt. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna show you, do I have masteries? Yeah, I've got masteries on Arbiter, just defensive masteries. Same defensive masteries on Tuhanarek. I don't think Yukarl's got anything. Nah, Yukarl's got no masteries, Bellinor's got no masteries, and Gembo is equipped with Flawless Execution down there for the extra 20% crit damage, which is why he's cracking 300, which is pretty sweet. But that's it, guys. If this helps you at all, let me know down in the comments. Give the video a like, maybe subscribe to my channel, and enjoy the run. And I'll catch you on the next video. Enjoy the raid.